Good morning. We are on my morning walk. I'm not doing a very good job of tourism for the New York, New Jersey area with rainy, disgusting mornings every morning, but this is what springtime's looking like so far. So this morning, I am prepping because my kids are home for the Passover holiday. They're off from school starting yesterday. I have a bunch of client calls today, and I also need to get ready for the holiday itself. So family time, lots of supermarket and food shopping, a blend of working and home mommy this week, even more than usual. So I had a lot to do on my to-do list last night, and I was getting a little overwhelmed prepping everything and making sure that I didn't drop any balls. So I woke up early this morning, which I generally do. Don't know why. My sleep's all wonky. And I realized I could actually make my life easier, which is not something that I usually do. I usually make my life harder, which most of us do. Because we're so habitual, even when we don't want to be, we assume we need to do things at times when we usually do them. So the supermarket's going to be busy today between Passover and Easter. Kids are off from schools all over the place. And we just assume, in my mind, I just assumed, I'm going to have to, I don't like people. I really don't like people. I'm going to have to people all day. I have to juggle. I have clients that I want to be home in time for. I want to make sure that I get everything done. I need to get my kids' stuff before. See, James, I'm walking every morning now. This is 5 days in a row. I wanted to get everything done on my terms. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, very unlikely do most things work out on our terms. So what I decided to do is change that up this morning. I was up at about 4:30 anyway, and so I said, you know what, let me do something different. So I got up and prepped the kitchen, and at 5:55 I left my house. I went to the supermarket. There was nobody there. It was a complete pleasure. Then I went to the bagel store for my kids. Nobody there, where by now there's probably a long line out there. So while I changed my routine, which is not like me, not that I'm Miss Routine by any means, but when it comes to tasks, I'll have a ticking list in my mind of how it's going to look. Whether it works for me or not, I'll do it that way. So I flipped that on its head today, and I feel like a different person. It's now, I don't know, probably about 7:30 in the morning. I've gotten done what I needed to get done. My head is clear for my clients. My kids are out cold sleeping, so I'm lucky they're old enough to be able to leave the house. And I think a lot of my habits came from when they were younger, especially as a single mom. I couldn't just do what I wanted when I wanted to do it, but I got stuck in that. And now they're 18 and 16. They still laugh at me that I don't want to leave the house while they're sleeping. They're like, Mom, we're fine. So learning to untangle what you're used to doing that may not be working for you as best as possible is a massive gift to yourself, because what I did was just made a lot of space in my day, in my head, and empowered me. I know it sounds silly because it's about a supermarket and a bagel store, but it made the upcoming holiday less stressful for me. It made the day with my kids easier for me. It made me have more energy and space. Someone lost a shoe here. It's like Cinderella, but it's a Nike sneaker. It made the impending holiday much more exciting for me to say, okay, it's not going to be that overwhelm of, because I'm a mom and the holidays are supposed to be like this. No, it could be as relaxed as I want it to be. I can enjoy my kids as much as I want to. So what I want you to realize is, I know it's holiday for a lot of people, and I know holiday brings up a lot of stuff. Whether it's, and this was for me this morning, old memories of stuff like my grandmother who's not here anymore, holidays the way they used to be when my kids were younger. So that struck me as saying, you know what, I can take control back of this and make it something that will work better for me, which then enables me to be better for everyone else. Otherwise, things come at us and we live very defensively, and it is the small hanging fruit. It is the changing your schedule to make it work better for you. Going at times where you'll be less stressed. Then you have more of your energy and more of your bandwidth back for the things that matter for you in your life. Apparently my phone's trying to log into somebody's Wi-Fi as I'm walking, which is a little bit creepy. So it's just a quick one today, but I want you to take a look at what you do on a daily basis that stresses you out, that may just be that numb white noise kind of stress of, well, that's just the way it is, or I don't have another option. You always have another option. You may not be willing or open to trying other options, but I'm going to challenge you today on a low-hanging fruit kind of thing that wouldn't make or break your day or your week, and see if there's something you can change up that may not be working as well for you as you can, because you don't realize when you change it and you empower yourself, your mood changes, your aspect and your perspective of what the day is going to look like, else is possible. I can't tell you how different I feel because I got my tasks done so early. I was up anyway. I would have just been stressing for 3 hours and then juggling more later, where now I have a couple of open hours now to be able to do whatever I want, and I'll be ready for my holiday and my clients far earlier than I thought I'd be, even taking time to take a walk before the kids wake up. So play around with your schedule and let me know how it goes. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday, whatever it is you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, then just take the chocolate from the holidays and enjoy it while everyone else celebrates. Much love to you all. Happy Friday.